We back. Just like that. So people were saying you can't hear me. I got one for that ass. This one.
Just breeze to that Miami Heat.
Miami Heat gotta win. Dre won't stop.
Yeah,
Miami Heat gotta win. They looked amazing. I actually love the Miami Heat. They just can't beat LeBron James 4 games. I'm sorry. You'll see tomorrow what I mean. God bless him. Steve Stowe, you're a beauty. Everybody in the Miami Heat, Pat Riley, you're a beauty. The Big Show. So I got one for the ass. Got one for that ass. This is a serious one. Like, this one might get me thrown off Instagram. But today, it seemed like whenever I talk that real shit, we get delays, we get a problem, we get a... Why we can't talk real shit on here? Diamond D, thank you for saving my life.
I'll send him his thing.
Diamond D, DRTC, Dre, bodied that record you sent him.
I just sent it yesterday. He got it back.
You got it already?
No, I sent it to him yesterday. He don't know.
Oh, he sent it to you. This is one for that ass. Religious leaders. Religious leaders. If you want me to continue this question or this statement or whatever, let me see fire signs. Matter of fact, give me the prayers. Give me the prayers. The prayer ones. If you want me to finish this, I'll turn this shit off. I will turn this shit off. If you want to hear this one, put the prayers.
The man can't breathe, Joe.
Who?
He took the mask off. This man is gasping for breath.
Elite, somebody said elite higher ups are watching it. I never really cared about those guys. Higher ups and elites. I kiss no ass, guys. If you knew me, you wouldn't even tell me that. I know they all watching. It's the greatest entertainment on earth. The Big Show. You get this shit for free every day. 7 months straight. You've been getting this shit for free. Real shit. Nobody gonna talk to you like that. Not a made man like me. This is a big one. Religious leaders. Now, religious leaders who own churches in the hood, poor neighborhoods, yet they live in mansions and drive Bentleys. I've even been to a church that had an ATM machine in the middle. I beyond believe in God. I tell you this every day. I tell you to pray. I believe in everybody having their own relationship with God. Everybody. So you telling me because the guy's in the jail cell and he's praying to God? Because he ain't at a church? He doesn't get to talk to God? Well, you say the Pope. I'm saying everybody. Forget the Pope. I just want to know. Because sometimes when I did go to church or I go to church and I've been in churches or religious things, let's just say in general, where they wouldn't even let you out the place. It felt like we're trying to raise $3,000. We need 1,000 more. And they won't even let you go till they make that quota. God is everywhere. God said the body is the body of Christ. Has anybody ever felt kind of weird? Like in the church where they start that. And I believe these guys love God. I believe they preaching the word of God. Good versus evil all day. I do believe that, but I'm saying, when, you have a church in the middle of a hood it looks abandoned, it's horrible, and then you invite somebody to your house, and the church people are cleaning everything in the house for free because they love you. Or is it, because I've heard people in the past, I've always mind my business, say, I want my pastor or I want my whatever to live like that or look like that. I don't want to feel like, and I'll go to church tomorrow. I love church. I love church people. I love the word of God. I love a great pastor or someone. I love it. But I'll leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that, because what I say is I'm a sinner. A well-known one. But even Jesus was killed by police. And so I know who I am. I try to be correct. I try to be righteous. I try to help people. I try to give back. I try to do as much as I can. And I never judge. There's just another one of these questions that came out today. I never, ever judge. Right? And so, is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know what to tell you. I used to be cool with a pastor one time. I used to be real cool with a pastor. He says, Joe, you know what? The church ain't doing too good. Could you write me a check for $4,000? It'll really help the church right now. I went in my back pocket. I pulled a check out. And I said, all right, Pastor. I'm going to give you the $4,000 because I love your church and your people. Don't ever ask me for shit again. And I gave him the check. And so, the thing I say is, right, let's say Mace. Let's say Mace. We're all sinners. Mace gave himself to church. Now, God ain't something you play with. So when he gave himself to church, I figure, all right, God bless him. Nobody could be God. Nobody could beat God. I had a DJ, my DJ Semitic, out there in Atlanta. He told me one day, he was my favorite DJ. He said, Joe, I found God. I got to leave the crew to go to church. No. I couldn't argue with him. Really? Yeah, DJ Semitic. I love him. Him and his family, they in church. So I said, I love you. I cannot fight God for nothing. God bless you. And we're still brothers to this day. So now, my thing is, don't play with God, man. If you say you're in God, so Mace Wayne went into church and then he came back out. He came out of retirement and started rapping gangster again. I don't know. So if you go to church and you become a pastor and you around church and you this and that and then come back for the rap, and I'm really scared of shit like that. So all I can say is,
The Spirit told him to do it.
good old church people, I know you watch me too, because I preach God on here. I preach family. I preach God. I preach inclusion. I preach everything together, family. So I know you watch me. That's what the good Lord asked me to talk about today. Okay, guys? So whoever it hit, it hit. Parenting. Parenting is so hard. We were just kids yesterday. And so it's no one way or correct way to be a parent. Your kids are growing up. You're trying to teach them the right thing. You're trying not to fight in front of your kids. You're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to work. You're trying to make them happy. You want to give them everything you can. Put them in the best school. This. But who knows what's right and what's wrong? And so this is a job that you're in training, but you're learning as you're going along. There is no right or wrong solution to parenting. And so sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. And if you're trying to look, if you're from the South Bronx or Compton, and you're trying to look at one of these families on TV and think that is a reflection of your family, no way. Even the good shows like Power, that ain't real. I've never met a Mary J. Blige that killed like that. I don't know what even the good shit. So it doesn't really reflect your family. So we can't watch Family Ties or Three's Company or one of these shits and really think we learning something. Everything. Oh yeah, this is good. It's almost over, guy. Everything in moderation. Moderation means a little bit at a time. You could try stuff or do whatever.
I'm in it right now.
A little bit at a time. And so, this is good. Drinking in moderation. So if you drink, you like to get drink, you stressed out, you whatever the hell is the case, right? You got to drink in moderation. If you drink too much, and sometimes we socially drink, but if we socially drink every drink, you should drink. If that's what makes you happy, great. In moderation. Food. That's me. I'm addicted to food. You remember the early Fat Joe? I was like literally three. I might have lost 200 pounds. And I'm still not healthy like I want to be. I need to be more healthy. So I have to eat things in moderation. And sometimes I slip. I'm like a crack addict. I drive past a McDonald's. I see the sign. I fucking think chicken McNuggets are break dancing around me. I might want it. I have an addiction called food. Now, food kills more people than guns, cops, anything. It's not black on black crime. It's fat on fat crime. Diabetes, hypertension, The reason why black and brown people are going out and dying to this COVID is because we got all these underlying conditions. Underlying conditions mean illnesses from eating too much shit. So I have to control my. So I would love to be in Moderano's more, but I know he's going to give me too much food. Lovies, if you're watching, I love you. But when I go to Lovies on Sunday, they give me too much food. And I love the food. I'm not going to stop eating the food. So I have to learn how to eat in moderation. Ah! Yo, come here. You know I'm on my... Come here, bro. Yo, we got a surprise guest who snuck in on a looking skinny as hell, man.
And we're addicted to food. We're addicted to sneakers. I know you got a sneaker. You got a sneaker problem.
I got a big sneaker problem.
You might be one of the causes from a jewel problem, the TS piece.
Yeah, the jewelry is a problem for me.
Yeah.
Not really is though.
Nigga, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
I hope they know we ain't joking, nigga.
No, they know.
We don't need niggas just to log on. Nigga. Follow, nigga. Nah,
Yo, listen.
It's the truth.
I told them everything in moderation, but I said in food I gotta be in moderation because I eat too much. I said when I drive past McDonald's, the chicken McNuggets like breakdance, like shit be like, yo, Joey, eat me. Know what I'm saying?
That's how we grew
It's
up.
hard.
The number ones with the chocolate sundae or the caramel sundae. That's how we grew up. We grew up on that. I'm gonna keep it real.
Rose.
And it'll never change. You know,
I told
we just
them
do it our way, but
drinking,
it'll never change.
We're not mad at nobody drinking, but they should drink in moderation.
Of course, always drink.
You can drink what drinking Bel Air in moderation.
I don't drink 7. That's one of my big secrets. I used to drink too many sodas. 7 Dr. Peppers on the average a day. 7.
You got off that?
No more sodas.
Shout out to Wild Cherry Pepsi. They're a sponsor of ours. Yo.
This nigga's crazy.
Listen,
Wild Cherry.
I'm about to go. Drugs in moderation.
One time for the snorters.
Oh my God.
You gotta shout out the snorters, the bumpers,
The snorters, the bumpers.
The one-liners, yeah.
You know when I moved down here, Ross, right? I never knew that people smoke bunk. I never.
Yeah.
No, I'm in the club. I'm smelling
bunk.
crack. I sold plenty crack in my life. I'm in the club, popping the flyest club in Miami, and I'm smelling crack in the air. And then I swear to God.
I'm gonna be honest.
No, I'm gonna swear to God.
We're not gonna call it crack.
It ain't crack.
No. We ain't gonna,
It's
we ain't gonna
bunk?
call it. Yeah,
What is it?
It's bunk, which unfortunately is what in the early 80s they referred to as freebasing. Anytime you put flame to cocaine, that's what they referred to that. But
I'm gonna tell you
out
something.
here in Miami, what niggas was doing, niggas was getting so much money. That's when coke for that early wave of niggas was the shit. Niggas would take a bump, then they'll put a little coke on their weed, which was their way of expressing them getting, living an extravagant life.
They're living even better, like Rich Pryor. Richard Pryor was smoking that shit like it was some fly shit.
And then when it came to our generation, we eased away from it. It's a few niggas stayed solid. Miami niggas that stayed solid, still smoke bump. You can smell that shit.
No,
that shit float.
Oh my
that shit
God.
float through the air like COVID, nigga.
I'm from New York. I'm sitting in the crowd. The whole shit smell like bunk. Like I don't want to call it crack, but it's bunk. Yo, but I'm in the sit. Yo, listen, niggas say solid. Hey, yo, Ross, I'm in the middle of the crowd. I'm hearing all the bunk. I'm smelling this shit. I said, yo, I pulled Khaled over one time. I said, yo, Khaled, let me ask you. yo, I'm smelling crack in the motherfucking air, man. And Cali like, no, that's not crack.
Nah,
They put the
crack.
cocaine in,
It ain't
and this
crack.
and this and that. And I'm talking about rich,
rich
no,
niggas.
rich
Yeah,
niggas.
rich niggas. Yeah.
Paid dudes, not
niggas.
bums.
Nah, niggas in Benzes. Niggas
Smoking
in 205 SEL diesels. That's who the niggas was doing it. Yeah.
Rick Ross in the building. Dougie Fresh in the building. Hitmaker in the building. Tell Ross, put you on one. That's Hitmaker. Hitmaker, you know, he asked you, man, that's
said,
my
put you
guy.
on what?
I don't know.
Oh,
No.
Oh, I was finna
He
say.
said he said you got fired with him, not the bump.
Oh, not the bump. I was finna say, I never let crack smoke. I know his name Crack. I know it's Joey Crack.
I never smoked
But you
crack
ain't
in my
smart.
life.
I ain't
Let
let
me
you
tell you
smoke
something.
bump, nigga.
I went to Wendy Williams
Nigga ain't smoking
and I
bump,
sat there
nigga.
and I was talking about my era, my generation. I was like, yeah, we was smoking crack. They made so much memes like they thought I was saying I was smoking crack. I never smoked crack in my life. I'm saying my era was smoking that shit.
Right,
Woolers and then the... All right.
Right.
Listen, guys. I'm about to get out of here, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you something that really got me fucked up. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace on the check-in. This is the last thing that got me really fucked up. Yesterday was a very, very legendary day for me. I taught my daughter how to drive.
Congratulations.
And she gonna drive in the Rolls Royce. That means any of you guys get lucky in 5-10 years, you better come pick her up in the Rolls Royce. So I taught her how to drive. Let me tell you the crazy shit. I taught my daughter how to drive. Now, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm teaching her everything correct. So I'm giving her this speech to make the left turn, make the right signal, stop, observe all mirrors, put the most professional shit you could do. So I told her, listen, if you ever, which is true, if you ever get caught in an accident, any kind of accident, even if you're wrong, don't leave. If you're wrong,
Great advice.
don't leave. So I'm telling my daughter, if you're wrong, don't leave, no matter what kind of accident. I don't care what it is. For one, it ain't fair, hit and run, whatever the case may be. Don't leave. Wait for the cops to come, whatever. After we teach my daughter how to drive, there's some real shit, Ross. I'm glad you're here. You're my brother. I love you. I take my daughter to get an ice cream on Lincoln Road to celebrate that she was driving for like a whole hour, right? I took her to Key Biscayne, the little parking lots back there. So I go, boom, we get the ice cream, we get in the truck, and I go forward. I run over a mini motorcycle. Like, you seen these motorcycles they driving now? The little shits, you can't see it on the truck. So I go, she says, it's a motorcycle. I'm like, It's the first accident I ever had in my life, Ross. I took courage. I took great pride in telling everybody, yo, I'm the safest driver. I'm the best in the world. I never crashed in my life. I was so mentally screwed. You know what I had to do to myself yesterday? I crashed and there was tons of white people out there. You know them cameras is Lincoln Road, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Fat Joe is not leaving the scene of the crime. I had to call 911 on myself. I've never done this shit. I've been running from the police so long. 911. Hey, what's it? Joseph Carter Jr. Hey, sir, what's going on? I hit a motorcycle. Is everybody okay? My license number. I'm at North Michigan. We're sending an officer there now. Yo, I was so stressed. I never did this shit in my life. The dude come, the cop come. It was like a miracle. Shout out my man Rolly Exclusive Motors. Rolly pulls up in a Ferrari. Joe, what's going on? So when the guy comes, Ross. I'm going to tell you a true story. If you there, I don't know your name, but this is a true story. He's caught Diesel, a Spanish kid. Diesel, though. Like brolic, like looked like an MMA. Shots. Yeast. Creatine on. He did this thing. He's yoked up. Yo, I'm telling y'all. So he comes up. He got the mask on. He comes up. Yo, he looks at the car. He said, you Fat Joe? I said, yeah, I'm Fat Joe. He said, oh, shit. He said, oh, shit, I'm the biggest. Yo, I'm a Fat Joe fan. Oh my God, man. But you know when somebody crashes shit, you on another level of that.
Yeah.
He said, damn. So I was like, what's wrong, my man? I said, I told him off rip, I'll pay for anything. I'll buy you a new one if I have to. Don't worry, I'll pay for it. He said, I just want to get it on with whoever hit my car. Well, you Fat Joe, I love you. I would never disrespect. No, I'm not that. But if it was anybody else, I would love to fight him right now. I said, yo, Ross, I'm looking at him. I'm like this. My daughter's there. I'm looking at him. I'm like, yo, my brother, you know, this. He's like, no, Fat Joe, no disrespect. You Joey Crack. I love you. I'm Latino. I'm from New York. This. Whoa, I wish it was somebody else. So we there. Rolly happened to just drive by in the Ferrari, and Rolly owns the collision. He said, bro, Fat Joe is the man. Don't worry, he pay for anything. He tell you he pay. Don't worry with that. So we worked it out. I rushed home. I felt like it was bad luck. I was so mad at myself. It's the first time I ever had an accident in my life in front of my daughter. And last night I couldn't sleep. And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? It's only going to cost me a couple of dollars. The police ain't write up nothing. It don't go on my record. And guess what? God taught my daughter and me a lesson in front of each other. Because I have to lead from example. So I'm kicking to her all that shit. You crash, you stay. You crash, you stay. I said, damn, man. I got off cheap because God gave my daughter the lesson in the spot. I've been stressed out to today, too. These guys are, yeah, I got a classic story today. Listen, put God first. Trust in God.
Say no to boom.
Say no to boom.
Yeah.
Please don't. Hey, Dougie Fresh, he said, wow, unbelievable. Doug, I love you, but it was God's lesson. A lot of times what stuff happened to us and you wonder why. He's only preparing you for the next thing to happen. Peace, y'all. Yo, Raw.